Livsmule koldt. A bit cold. All right. Something very, very exciting that I want to share with you in today's live video that I plan to be 1 hour until 8 p.m. is actually that a new YouTube video is on the way. And this YouTube video is a personal YouTube video as well, in the sense that it's going to be it's a short YouTube video, about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I believe. And the YouTube video coming up very soon is actually going to be a Danish proverb that is a lot deeper than it seems. And it's one of my favorite proverbs in Danish, sayings, proverbs. And I love it, and I'm going to explain this exact proverb in the video, very in depth and in detail. So it's gonna be on my YouTube channel in, I believe, 5 days, 4 or 5 days, I believe. Yep. I'm going to eat just a little bit while I'm on the live, because I gotta tell you, it's been a very productive day in terms of, a new client, of course, who has said, I'm ready to actually master Danish with you, taking a small step. And that's amazing. And so I have also really been to the gym, and I love going to the gym. Let me know if you love going to the gym as well. And I think apart from that, I've just been in touch with many of you followers on Instagram, not on YouTube, but on Instagram, sharing tips, asking very crucial questions. I can barely speak English during evenings, I've actually noticed, but it's okay. You can understand what I'm saying, the main things, right? So I've been, talking to you on Instagram, giving tips, advice, answering questions, inquiries about course, my program and whatnot. So it's been a very, very great day. And a new client, as I said, very, very interesting, a new student who is going to become very good at Danish very fast, master the language potentially, and also create and really develop a very intense and very, very strong confidence in himself. That's what he decided today. So very big congratulations to this person. So, and it's only the start in terms of you amazing people, internationals. I suppose you are internationals living in Denmark, to really create the life that I think deep inside, and now I'm just, of course, I don't know it 100%. I'm just guessing that deep inside that at least you deserve to have a life in freedom, right? You deserve to be able to speak Danish with ease and confidence, right? And if you don't believe that, then it's my finest undertaking, my finest job to actually see if I can guide you to that kind of perspective and that kind of self-esteem. Because from that self-esteem, that from that point, I can really help you master the language, create the life in freedom that you actually want and deserve here in Denmark. That maybe you've been struggling for years, actually kind of trying to unlock this life in freedom. And Danish is, of course, the Danish language that is the catalyst to actually make this transformation and create the life that you really deserve in Denmark, in freedom, total freedom, whether that means getting your dream job as a doctor, dentist, so many other, I think lawyer as well. No way you're going to be a lawyer in Denmark if you actually don't really speak Danish, at least not with Danish. Um, Clients, for example, right? Um, Doctors, self-explanatory. Of course, you're not going to be able to be a doctor if you actually don't speak Danish, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Very, very excited, not only about clients, you amazing students, but also the video that I just teased to you about this new video that's coming up about this Danish proverb that is a lot deeper when you actually examine it and kind of decipher the different words that is really within that kind of that proverb. When you kind of take them piece by piece and kind of like looking at the underlying meaning is a very interesting process, and absolutely something I love doing with my clients and students. And it really enriches the experience learning the language. So it's something that you can do as well, something that we do a lot on the Danish Mastery Program. And yeah, talking about Danish Mastery Program, that's why I'm here. I'm sharing about what it is, what it can help you actually achieve. And I am open to any kind of question regarding my program, where I help my students speak Danish fluently in 90 days, is the most simple way to put it. Velkommen til. In Danish, we say velkommen til. Velkommen til, or just simply welcome. We can also say velkommen. And am I going to post this video on YouTube? I really want to, but I would have to look at the statistics more about how exactly my lives they perform, because I know that in every one of them there are very valuable information, perspectives, insights from someone who has helped people master the language and speak fluently in 90 days, just as probably at least the only one I've heard of in Denmark. I know we have a couple of other language coaches or language teachers, not a coach like me exactly, but language teachers. But I haven't heard about any of the students being able to master the language with them as the teacher and coach in 90 days. But I could be mistaken. If I'm mistaken, please do actually send me the testimonial, the story of that person, if that is the case. But I doubt it, but of course, I might be wrong. I'm going to post it on YouTube. I am not going to let anyone down. That's my final decision. Velkommen til. Velkommen til, or welcome. You can also just say welcome. It really depends on what you prefer. And then you can say, hvordan går det? Eller, if you want to really know how a person is feeling, you can say, hvordan har du det? So I will say to you, hvordan har du det? Or I will say to you guys, because multiple of you are watching right now, hvordan har du det? And please do engage. don't hold yourself back. If you want to engage in the chat, you're very welcome to do so. I have some kind of like questions sometimes, and sometimes I just put a little Danish phrase like "Velkommen til," very fixed and very useful, utilizable Danish phrase that's very crucial, right? So you can use it every single day. It's extremely important. Velkommen til or velkommen. But then how do they? This is a very good um, fixed phrase because it really shows that you care about someone. So if you're someone who really cares about how people are feeling when you actually ask them, I know many people are not, but if you actually are very interested in knowing exactly how they feel, then you can say, but then how do they? And this is always what I teach my clients and students on my Danish Mastery program. Second one, if you really want to know how a person is feeling, okay? So, but then how really shows genuine interest in how this person is actually feeling. Vel så is very much informal. So in that case, that's just something you say because you are seeing an old friend you don't really care about, frankly, and you just want to get it over with, right? You say, hvad så? Eller hvordan går det? You can also opt for that, the second option, which is hvordan går det? It's a lot less personal, and people know that you don't really care, that much when you ask. You can still care, but it's a lot less than hvordan har du det? And that's just a fact. That's simply a fact. And you will see that if you actually use these, if you use the 2 or 3. I gave you Veso as well, but I wouldn't use Veso because it's very informal. Veso, well, I use it because I'm Danish, and you can use it even though, of course, you're international. Nothing's holding us back, but I would use it. I would go for hvordan går det or hvordan har du det. It's also a lot more, thorough. It shows that you are someone who puts pride into your language as well in your communication, and as someone who believes that communication should be clear. You should be able to always hear the person speaking to you, and communication is something where you and I hope you don't mind that I'm just eating just a little bit. I think it's going to be 2 more minutes because, as I said, I've been in many different kinds of work, not jobs, what's it called? Work assignments today. I have, a new client, of course, a new student is on the Danish Mastery program, and I will keep you updated. If this person wants me to share the very rapid progress, of course, I will share it with you. If not, that's up to this person, but it just shows me that you amazing people are trusting me now, and that is a beautiful thing because I can actually help you get there. That's what I've seen from my earlier students and clients, and that's why I'm so confident when I speak about this. So confident, and this person is gonna see it, that it will actually work very quickly. All right. I want you to look in the chat right now, because this word that I just put in the chat is extremely useful if you are seeing someone who is eating just like I am right now, and you actually want to genuinely, of course, it's about being genuine about it. If you really wish that person a good meal, and that this person actually enjoys his or her meal, then you can say velbekomme, velbekomme. So let's say that you are in a restaurant, du er på en restaurant, og du vil gerne sige, and you want to communicate to this person that you wish that this meal is tasty and good, and that he or she enjoys it, then you can say velbekomme, 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 when you say it a bit faster in normal speech. Velbekomme. Eller velbekomme, if you really want to stress the last syllable, underline it, make it more clear so everybody hears what you're saying. You can say velbekomme, but velbekomme, velbekomme is okay. I hope you appreciate these small words. Let me know in a comment if you appreciate them by stating that you like this kind of approach from me, where I give you small fixed phrases that are very useful in Danish, like velkommen til, hvordan har du det, velbekomme. Let me know if this is something that has value to you, that you feel like you can actually use, and that helps you with learning Danish. Største fans. I have been thinking about making a paid YouTube community where you get incredible value and learn Danish fast with me and my methods that I use on my Danish Mastery Method that helps people master the language in 90 days. And let me know if you want me to do it, because I really want to do it, but right now it's about doing videos first and helping more students like you. If you feel stuck in Danish, you really want to become better and get more confidence and more job opportunities and just a better life in general, more empowered life. And if you want someone who believes in you, then of course clients and students is my number one priority. That's where I can help the most, and that's always where I use my energy the most, both in terms of helping my current clients, but also new clients who potentially needs my help. Okay, very good, very good. Kaffe er rigtig vigtigt. Coffee is very important. Yeah, and so, by the way, the reason that I'm actually sharing all this while a very limited amount of people is watching, and it really depends. Sometimes I have 16, 17 on my live at the same time. So I think it's a bad day today because it's the weekend and people are probably doing something else. But normally I keep on speaking because I know that you who are very, very dedicated and who is probably, if you're watching right now, believe it or not, and I might be wrong, and you probably know this right now, that I might be wrong, and I know it as well. We know it because, and not because, that you're probably going to be someone who ultimately is going to trust me to actually be able to get you to where you want to be in your life in Denmark. And I say that with 110% confidence because, yeah, I helped a guy master and speak fluently in 90 days, getting mistaken for a Danish person after 45 days. Someone came up to this guy. Are you Danish? That's why I have confidence. And if you're watching right now, and this is why I actually put the videos out, because if there is just one person who has been watching these 22 minutes, I believe that it is a sign that we are absolutely meant to work together on my Danish Mastery program. And I think you know it too. Well, of course, if you are completely new and this is your first video watching this live, then sure, absolutely, this might not be you after 22 minutes. You've just seen this guy on your screen who has like a, what's it called, like navy blue? I'm not quite sure what kind of contrast this is, but this kind of blue polo shirt, and he has his hair like, you know, to the side and all this kind of thing, all these kinds of things. And he's talking about he helped people actually master the language and speak fluent in 90 days. Who is this guy even? Then it's just a curiosity thing, and that's where this starts right now in terms of your connection with Danish Mastery Method and me, Sebastian. So, and that's okay as well. But I believe if you are someone who has been on the live streams before, you've been watching my videos, my reels, it's a completely different story because let me have a guess right now. You actually trust me. And let me know if I'm wrong. I might be wrong. I'm just a boring coach. I'm just a boring coach who might be wrong sometimes. But I believe that you are probably feeling like you can trust me as your expert in terms of Danish language coaching, in terms of you actually finally mastering the language and get the life you actually deserve and dream of in Denmark. Or am I wrong? I'm always open to be wrong, but I want to hear with sound arguments why I'm wrong. And then I can accept it from there and I can work on myself to become even better. Because you see, one of the reasons I help people master the language and speak fluently in 90 days is because I have failed again and again and again and again and again and again. And I've spent probably 1,000 hours, if not 2,000 or 3,000 hours right now, becoming extremely good at what I do. I speak 6 languages where I speak 6 languages conversationally, which means that I can speak in, and I'm not just trying to right now disclaim, I'm not trying to just flash why I'm good and how I'm so much better than anyone else or something like that. But I can communicate in 6 languages and I can show it right now if you want me to. Danish, English, French, Danish, English, French, Spanish, Italian, and Danish. And then I have Norwegian as well. But yeah, by the way, if you want a video where I talk in all these different 6 languages, then let me know. Because I want to speak them now, but I know it's not the point of this video. But please always challenge me. If you speak Italian, then say to me, then let me know, Sebastian, speak to me in Italian. Of course, I don't speak it fluently, but I can talk basically, and I have a good pronunciation. You can understand me. In Spanish as well. Test me. Please test me. Very good. Yeah, as I said, I'm going to absolutely post this video. It's very important to me to show that I am just a guy that sometimes just stares into a computer because I'm that passionate about this. I've seen zero people for many minutes now, but it doesn't change anything for me. Absolutely not. I have a clear vision. I have a clear dream. I have a 1000% um, certainty in every cell of my body and spirit that it's going to happen. So it really doesn't change a lot whether it's zero people or 1 million people right now. It might be a bit exaggerated, but whether it's 0, 1,500, or 12,000, it's not the main thing for me. It's not really that relevant. Of course, I don't have that many questions right now in the chat, but apart from that, of course, it doesn't really change that much. I can do the same. I help my clients and you make the same transformation of feeling alone, having a hard time speaking the language, not understanding, and just having a hard life, unnecessarily hard life. And that's the thing, when you learn the language, it becomes a lot better to live in the country. And I always say why, but I will try not to do so today because there are 1,000 reasons. And I can make a list from A to C. And I'm probably going to do that. And then I'm going to list every reason starting with an A and then with a B and a C. I mean, it's of course because I'm very passionate about this, that I can find 1,000 different reasons. Velkommen til alle sammen. Velkommen til. Godt at se, at der er så mange med. Velkommen til alle sammen. Dejligt. Dejligt in Danish is wonderful. Fantastisk. Der er altid en masse smil, når jeg er på live. Ja, det er fantastisk. Det giver mig en dejlig fornemmelse. It gives me a wonderful feeling being here just to help you right now. Questions. I want to share something that has helped my other clients and students transform their life, be more happy. That's what I do on this live stream. Kind of focused around my program as like the frame for this live. With questions and other observations, storytelling, they are all welcome. Yeah, so I could stay here for 30 more minutes, but as I see that many people are probably spending their weekends with their kids or something else that makes more sense for them right now, completely understandable, of course. I wish there were more, but sometimes nogle gange bider man i det sure æble to bite the sour apple. Word for word is a Danish saying that means sometimes it's a bummer, sometimes you have bad luck. I thought there were going to be more people on the live, but that's completely okay. The video is still here. The vision is the same. I still help people like you doing the same transformation, getting more happy in their lives, getting more freedom, mastering Danish. And so It really doesn't change too much because I'm gonna share the video for your sake so that you can scroll back and hear me talk about different things that might have very big value to you. And as a last kind of like suggestion, a very mm, maybe an experiment. If you are still watching this video after these 31 minutes, well, I would say an experiment to you, a little test, is to lean into that curiosity and dedication to actually reach out to me on my email that I'm going to put in the chat. And these are only for very serious inquiries. Okay? Or go to my Instagram page where I have my absolute base in terms of all communication, especially one on one communication between me and my followers. You can go to Instagram. So choose one of those two as this little experiment is what I would do if I were you. And then I would pick one of them and reach out to me asking me a clarifying question about something I've been talking about in this video. That would be the experiment that I would do if I were you. And so, of course, I'm going to propose this experiment to you. So, there you have it. Always have some kind of action in the end of your videos. Just a tip if you're doing YouTube or any kind of business yourself. This is something that's very helpful. And ellers må du bare have en god aften, and vi ses. I'm looking forward to actually stay in touch with you. Farvel. Hi. The video is coming very soon, by the way. I am expecting 5 days for this video about this Danish proverb. Vi ses. Thank you for the like. Farvel.